Only bills. I mean, the only thing I get in the mail
I
is
know.
bills.
It's
So
bills.
very few postcards.
I don't even remember the last postcard that I got. It's probably my parents. They used to always send postcards to me, but so I've collected them and saved them. I couldn't tell you where, but I do have them somewhere.
Up in the attic.
Probably in the attic with all the, with lots and lots of photographs and that type of thing. Okay, so we are talking this morning with Terry Carlisle. I haven't seen you in a really, really long time.
Yeah, a long time. Been gone 14 years. And
Yeah.
Used to be here with 103 back in the 90s.
Yeah, back when we had Spirit
Yeah.
over on 103.9, so I've been in and out of this building a few times. So, how long? Gosh.
That was 95.
95? Okay, and
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I'm not.
You were just a child.
I wasn't even born then. I wasn't even born then.
I wasn't going to go that far.
Yeah, and you had moved away to, did you go to Colorado?
I've been doing several things. Fort
Yeah.
Worth, Texas, Longview, working in workforce programs and drug intervention programs and things like that. And now I just left Colorado to come back home because I got half my family here.
Yeah, well, and my son, I think this was interesting. My son, graduated Texas High, went to University of Arkansas, and has obviously, been back and forth into Texarkana, just visiting throughout the years. But he hasn't got into the town a lot. And this weekend, we went to Bringle Lake and went walking. We went to Roadhouse. I mean, we went to Three Chicks to eat lunch. Just a lot of, and he was so surprised on how much Texarkana has changed and how busy this town has gotten. It's busy. Yes. When was the last time you were out at Bringle Lake?
20 years ago?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Not the same,
It
okay.
is totally not the same. I was lost out there.
I'll put it on my bucket list.
Yes, you should, because they've got walking trails and stuff out there. And I went for a walk, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not. Where am I? I'm super lost. So, yeah, it's really neat. But you're here this morning to talk about something completely different, and that is October. In addition to being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it kind of does overshadow a lot of times the fact that this is Domestic Violence Prevention Month as well.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of good causes, and I think October, everybody picked October because it's before the holidays.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah.
So, a lot of great causes, and I'm here just to get to share what we do at Domestic Violence Prevention.
Yeah, okay, so Thursday's a big day for you guys, right?
Right, it's Survivor Support Day.
Okay.
That means you've been a victim, but you're just supporting victims of domestic violence and sexual assault.
Yeah.
We have various ways you can do that. Main thing, my job, I get to just like raise awareness.
Right.
Because we end up doing more intervention, and a lot of it can be prevented or cut short if we are people just aware, know what the warning signs are, and mainly know there's resources available that can assist them. That's the big part.
I think people are maybe surprised at the number of people that have been a victim of domestic violence.
Right, one out of three women usually, so they're the biggest ones that as far as the genders, and not every domestic violence leaves a black eye. We think if we don't see a black eye, there's nothing happening, but that's not true.
Right.
There is the intimidation, there's the stalking, there's the fear, there's the multi-controlling, and can't do this and can't do that, and so there's a lot to that. And unfortunately, Arkansas is number 6 in the state rankings for murder of women by men, and Texas is number 9. And that's the far end of it. Even last week in Nevada County, there was a incident where this happened last Wednesday night. The ladies know the guy most of the time in all these offenses. So there's a lot of things that we cover, even going back to the school age kids, teach them about sexual assault, and the main thing, I rather work on prevention than repairing.
Right.
And there's proper ways to deal with conflict. There's proper ways to act. And the more we can get people involved in that awareness, the overall better outcomes we'll see.
because I have been in one of those situations. I have been a victim. It is a really horrible position to be in. It's very surprising because it's one of those things that for some reason you don't want to tell people about. I don't know if it's just embarrassment, shame, which for some reason, I don't know why. That's kind of it's silly to be that way.
Yeah, you don't want to be a part of that stigma,
Right?
And like you're not a strong woman,
Right.
There's various reasons why women stay, and there's actually on our webpage, dvptxk.org. There is a page that says, why do the abused stay? Because a lot of people don't understand, why would a woman stay in that kind of
Right.
toxic, dysfunctional, painful, unhealthy environment.
Yeah, and I'd say when you look at me, you would normally think, oh, she's a pretty strong woman. She's not the kind of person that's going to put up with any crap. But unfortunately, it's some weird psychological thing that ends up
Right.
happening to you.
And this doesn't have any demographic bounds. You could be rich, you could be poor, you
Right.
could be a high school dropout, you could be a master's degree person.
Right.
You can look fine during the day and have, look all pretty and have
Right.
this face
Right.
on.
And see,
but on the inside,
Yeah.
there's a hell going on
Yeah.
the inside.
Right.
Because of the turmoil you have to put up with.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of reasons why women, and now they got a place, we want to make sure they know about the resources that are available.
Which I love that. You guys do. You have a place for them to go, a way for them to get out of this, to change and break that cycle
Right.
in their life.
We do have a crisis shelter, and even that, there's things we can help you with before it gets to that point. Once again, preventive is better than repairing.
Right. Okay, so you do have all these resources. How would somebody get in touch with you? How would they?
We're real active on Facebook, or you go straight to our Facebook page at DVPTXK, or you can go to our website, dvptxk.org. We do have 3 offices, and you'll find the 3 office numbers there if you just want someone to talk to.
Right.
We do have a crisis line. It's manned 24/7, and I always like to tell you don't have to be in a crisis to call.
Right.
If you just have questions, we have a legal team that can assist you, with some answers.
I didn't know that.
Yes. We have our own support group leader. She's a professional counselor that's on our staff that helps with the recovery process.
Yeah.
So the crisis line, 903-793-HELP, 903-793-4357 is our crisis line. But you can get all the information on the internet. We have information for how business employers can get involved, churches even. We call that the Holy Hush page. House a page for young people, because young people, and then one of our best pages has been the developmental assets for children, because a lot of people don't know how to parent and what children need.
Right.
And too often kids see so much stuff, so much bad,
Right.
that they recreate the situation they're in because that's all they know.
Yeah. Again,
So-
that's one of those things that you want to try to break the cycle.
Right.
Of. Yeah. Which is so sad. When you do, you've got these children that are wonderful, fantastic people, but because that is all they know, that's all they know how to do. So. I know that not only is this a place, like you said, for someone to get help, but if people would like to help out as well,
Yes, ma'am.
to donate to, just whatever it is that is on their
There's
heart
a page
to do.
for that,
Yeah,
too, yeah.
yeah.
And
Facebook
mainly-
is a great resource, isn't it?
The biggest thing, Kelly, is just people to know that we're here.
Right.
And people don't have to put up with that.
Right.
I had a college student come up to me when we did a college event. He said, I had a coworker came up to me about every 2 weeks and said, my coworker she told me, he beat me again last night. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
How many times does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, there's ways you can be creative to offer assistance.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I hadn't thought about that, because you feel this sense of helplessness on not knowing how to help somebody that's in that situation, and now you can give get some answers.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay, and so you've got the Facebook page, and you also have a website. It's dvptxk.
.org.
Okay, .org.
You got it.
Awesome. Terry, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for the time.
I really appreciate it. We both will have, we took a picture out in front of our fantastic banner that's out front. We'll be posting those both on our